All right. Good morning. Good morning. Early one today. Surprise. Yeah, we're going to hike today. So we get it in, right? We get it in. And I was thinking Monday because Wendy said she didn't want to do two 4,000 footers in a row or something. And so I'd kind of written off today. And then yesterday she said, "So where are we going to hike tomorrow?" I said, so I sprung into action and got the bags together and got everything pulled together. And here we are. So I said, "Well, when am I going to do the live?" So here I am at 5 a.m. Eastern, now off a night of a 66 sleep score. Not bad. Watched a little bit of basketball and the first quarter in and then hit the rack. So we're up early. We're going to tackle, I don't know what they call it, North Crocker. It's a Crocker, one of the Crockers, South Crocker, and then Reddington are three of the 14 4,000 footers here in Maine. And we, I think this will be number 7 for us. So that'll be good. Knocking them down, setting them up, knocking them down. And the weather isn't great, so we'll give it a shot and see what happens and see if anybody joins us this morning. My God, Dave Howard. No, you're not dreaming. I'm here. It's me and you, buddy. Wendy, too. Few others I see. Ed Ricker. All right, we get up early. We get the hardcore people, right? People they're hitting it. Bob and Wendy. Yeah, we're here, Ed. Dave Howard is here as well. Yeah, man. Already hitting coffee number 2. Got the sandwiches made for the hike. I get up and I enjoy doing all that stuff, getting everything ready. And so we have it. It's nothing like a good sandwich when you get to the top of the mountain and can crack into that. I like to hit a peanut butter and jelly on the way up. And I have to kind of force feed stuff into Wendy because she doesn't like to, there's my notes here, doesn't like to eat too much when we hike. And understandably, just not easy to digest. And where are my notes? That's okay. Not easy to digest, but I'm basically a seagull. So I just eat, drink all the way up, rolling buffet. So yeah. How you guys doing this morning on a scale of 1 to 10? Yeah. Good morning. Nazmul Hossein. Yeah. All right. I enjoy you enjoy getting all that stuff ready. Yeah. I don't know, just in my DNA, I guess. So, but I try to announce that I was doing this because last time Matt Moore was like, "Hey, I didn't know. I would have jumped on." I was awake. So here we are. Maybe we'll see him. We'll find out if he really sleeps in or not. Solid 8.5 for Ed. Good for you. Hope business is going good for you, buddy. Coffee is especially good this morning. And hey, by the way, day 150. So, Dave, you're not going to get your 150 push-ups. You might, but you're not going to get them right now. What you are going to get is we're going to climb a 4,000-foot peak here in Maine. So it's up in Kingfield area. So we got a little bit of a drive ahead of us, but we're going to go knock that one out. So that'll put us officially half done the list of 14 4,000 footers. So going to take cover off the pool before the pool shed gets here this morning. Wow, those guys working on Sunday. Nice. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, I don't know, painting or insulating where you're just better to pay somebody to do, right? You open it up, and then you got a leak, and then you don't know what's going on. And they just always do it in like 12 minutes, and they're like, "You're all set." Shock it every couple times a month, whatever. So anyway, so I'm at 100 this morning. Good for you. Good morning, Bubba Hogan. You are up really early over there in Memphis. 4:04 a.m. for you. Good to see you. Day 150 of the hashtag live 365. Woo! I was going to make a sign, but didn't have time. No, I just didn't make a sign. I was going to put it right up there. 150, but 150 days, man. Yeah, it's gone well. There's been some times it's got a little sketchy where I didn't know if I was going to get it in or it was late or but whatever. The goal is to go live every day for 150 days. We're fortunate we can do it at the same time every day at 8. Sometimes life gets in the way, and that's okay. But I hope that the you guys that are watching this on replay as well appreciate the fact that we're laying down some consistency here. So being the example, Bubba says taking Nathaniel to airport for Honduras. Yeah, man, your family does some travel. Then you're going to Buenos Aires next week with one of your daughters for senior trip, or with Bridget, right? And I'll tell you what, in life, if you can get the names of all Bubba's kids down, having never met them or really put a face to them other than in photos, you're doing well. Nathaniel's easy because he's the only guy. So, and I did have the pleasure of meeting him over a dinner there last year. So anyway, well, good. I didn't really plan on talking to anybody this morning, but I'm glad a few of you guys jumped on to listen to me talk about the role of self-reflection in personal growth. Personal growth, what's that? We got to grow? I wasn't planning on doing any of that. I was just kind of hanging out and going through life. If that's what you're doing, good for you. Good for you. So, yeah, Wednesday this week, man, that came up fast. So, self-reflection, known as the process of taking time to evaluate your actions, behaviors, and decisions. Simple as that. Just kind of looking at what you're doing, how you're showing up. It helps you understand why you act the way you do. Interesting. And what you can improve and where you can make progress in a more intentional way. Ed says, that's awesome, Bob. You've inspired me. I am thinking of launching Coffee with the Coach to build my own community. My work here is done. Mission accomplished. Good for you. I appreciate the kind words, Ed. It's nice to know that me doing this every day is kind of giving you a nudge to do your own thing. So if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Grab a coffee or a lunch sometime, and I'll tell you about all the mistakes I made. Shoot. Anyway, yeah. So how often do you really take the time to think about your actions and decisions? I mean, do you really think about it, or do you just kind of barrel through life? Self-reflection, it's not about self-criticism or negative self-talk, or, you didn't do this well, you didn't do that well. It's just about gaining some clarity, right, on what we're doing, what we can improve, and how, frankly, how we can move forward. Socrates says the unexamined life is not worth living. I tend to agree. About you. So it's critical. Self-reflection is critical. It allows you to step back and look at your life objectively. Be open. Like yesterday, we talked about, hey, asking someone that's close to you, hey, you know me. What do you see where are my blind spots? What am I missing? So yeah, Ed, let's do that. Let's connect next week. We could do that. And I love breakfast. So I love breakfast. We get some breakfast. Yeah. Self-reflection helps you identify what's working, what's not, where you need to change. So high performers, winners, consistently reflect. They optimize their strategies to try to avoid making mistakes and try to avoid making that same mistake twice. It improves self-awareness. That self-reflection helps you understand those emotional triggers, things that piss you off or kind of get under your skin. Helps you understand that your habits and your actions. Just taking a minute. Maybe it's some journaling. Maybe it's just talking with somebody that's close to you. You can identify and spot a pattern, right? I noticed every time this happens, that's the result. Those might be holding you back. But it allows you to identify them and correct them. And it helps boost your decision-making, self-awareness, self-reflection. Reflecting on past decisions gives you the insight to make better choices in the future. Confucius say, right? So here's a couple exercises. 3, actually. Oh, man, more coffee. Yeah, coffee would be good, Ed. We'll do that. I always like to help people. Some people are like, I don't know, I've seen some people do some of the things that I'm doing, and and some people are like, oh yeah, I'm not going to help them out. No. But a rising tide lifts all boats, guys. No better evidence of that than me having Steve Rosenberg speak at the Edge event, and then me going out and speaking at Steve's event, right? both should be threatened by one another, right? Because we coach. No, we're actually working together. Imagine that. Tony Ruffin is here. Holy crap. It's early. Yeah, coffee is life. Tony's in the house. How you doing, brother? Thinking of you. So self-reflection exercise. Yeah. How about a daily reflection practice? At the end of each day, ask yourself, hey, what went well? What didn't? What could I have done differently? How did I feel throughout the day and why? And what can I learn from today and improve? I always say if we can track it, we can measure it. If we can measure it, we can analyze it. If we can analyze it, we can improve it. Okay. How about a weekly review? Here comes Wendy with some links. Watch out. They're whizzing in there now. Set aside 15 minutes every week. Do a weekly review. Reflect on the past week and look at, what you've accomplished and versus what you planned. So, geez, Monday I was coming out of the gate just firing, and man, I seem to dwindle off around Wednesday and only got half of what I wanted done on the week. How can we change that? Check Instagram here. Touring Man is here. Almost had a coronary. What are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Robert Doherty joined us. Good to see you guys. Touring Man, we missed you. Glad to have you back. Don't go nowhere. I got so excited I lost my notes. Yeah, do a weekly review. What challenges came up? How'd you handle them? Or most importantly, what could you do differently next week? Yeah, check out the Summit podcast on Spotify. Check out our new Summit coaching website at bobturnercoaching.com. And hey, thank you guys. We hit 270 subscribers on YouTube. And that's a straight up street fight, I want to tell you. Getting YouTube subscribers. There's a lot of people that know a lot of things that I don't, but when I find those things out, we'll blow that YouTube up too. So, yeah, what could you do differently next week? And then lastly, how about a life audit? Once a month, take a step back and review your life in those key areas like business, health, and relationships. That covers a lot of things, right? Business, health, and relationships. Ask yourself, am I moving forward and toward my goals? Am I moving in that direction? Yeah, we have some setbacks. It's up and down, right? Bubba, that's because I did from 5 of my accounts. What? Thank you, Bubba. So Bubba got us from 265 to 270. Yeah, you shouldn't have told me that. Oh, man. Yeah, what's working and what isn't in life, right? Monthly. And then where am I wasting time or energy? If you want to see where you're wasting time, pull up your phone and go to that screen time thing, the thing that tracks your screen time. You'll be horrified. Yeah, check that out. And make sure it's trending down. Yeah, Wendy's got Tyler Kirk's link in there. Tyler's with Legacy Media. Straight savage with the digital media and marketing and all of the stuff. An example of his work is my website. And we're working on expanding it and adding more things. And he's built it with that in mind, which is super cool. So, Tyler, if you're watching this, we got to get together this week. He's had travel. I've had travel. We're ready for the next level. So Tony says, mine goes down every week. Your website, hit that link, buddy. Schedule a call with Tyler. It's right on that link. Take a look at it. So, yeah, where am I wasting time or energy? So, oh, and lastly, maybe not lastly, she's still coming with the links. This is a lot easier than me putting them in, Wendy. Who, not how. Who, not how. Yeah, check out my daughter Bailey's Instagram, and it's 21 Digital. She and I's favorite number is 21, and it's pretty cool. Your screen time drops every week. Oh, okay, got you, Tony. I don't know. I can't keep up with the comments and keep on to my notes, man. This ain't easy. Yeah, if you do social media for your business and you are terrible at it, or you don't like it, or you don't have time, or you just don't value spending that time to do it, but it's critical to have it done, hit that link for 21 Digital. You can schedule a call with her. She'll take a look at what you're doing and give you a proposal to handle your stuff. And like I said yesterday, there are some guys who have turned their social media over to her, you can tell the difference is a big difference. So rather than bumble through it yourself as a business owner, have somebody that does that for a living do it. You might be surprised that it's not millions of dollars to get it handled. All right. So lastly, how about a daily action? Setting that reflection routine. Like spend 5 minutes tonight or today for you early risers this morning. Set 5 minutes and reflect on your day. That's all. Write down one success in one area where you can improve. Easy, right? Share a reflection in the comments later. Pop in here. Find this chat, find the thread, whatever. Just find a reflection. Find out a reflection and share it. All right. Guys, was this helpful? I hope so. Reflection, self-reflection is like recalibrating your compass, right? It ensures you're always moving in the right direction. What a great quote ahead of our hike today, Wendy. Hopefully we don't need a compass. However, we do have a Garmin, and I do like it because I've got it set up so you can text from anywhere in the world. And so if the proverbial shit hits the fan, we'll at least be able to let somebody know where we're at. And I usually send the link out to a few people so they can watch and follow along. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to dive into how self-awareness and self-reflection together can lead to more intentional and consistent growth. Stay on the trail. Yeah, it's been hard, Ed. With the last one we did, there are blowdowns everywhere and a little bit of snow here and there. So actually, you got to keep looking for the white blazes. We were on the Appalachian Trail on our last hike. I can't remember where the heck we went. Wendy, what was the hike we did? Oh, Old Spec. Yeah, Old Spec. And so yeah, we'd be like, it'd be a tree here, tree there, whole bunch of snow here. I don't really know where the trail is, and that can be a little bit sketchy. You got to find those white painted marks on the trees, and they're not plentiful. So I always try not to advance until I see that. So guys, reflecting on your actions and decisions is essential for improvement. Just reflect. Just take some time. Take some quiet time. Start with a daily practice, a daily reflection practice, and just gradually build a more intentional routine for growth. That's all. Look inward. Very few people do this. Very few people, like literally, objectively look inward and say, hey, man, where could I be better? Or ask somebody that's close to you, where do you see some blind spots? If there was something you think I could work on, what do you think? What would it be? Where do you think I can work? Touring Man says, thank you, Bob. I'm waiting for news from the doctor. My heart problem. Yeah, we're thinking of you. You be careful. You only get one of those, right? And you only get one body. Let's take care of it. Okay. I think it was my dad that said I need to treat my body as a temple, not an amusement park. Right? Well, Waylon Jennings said, if I knew I was going to live this long, I'd have taken better care of myself. Right? He died at 64. But anyway. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day today. If you're watching this on the rewind, I'm sorry that we missed you at 8, but I'm sorry you didn't get up at 5. I'm just kidding. We're up early. We're kicking ass, taking names, leading from the front, trying to be the example. We're going to get a bunch of pictures. Yes, you will see. Ed, you will see a reel from me later with all kinds of hiking pictures. So if you don't like that and that bothers you in some way, go do a little self-reflection. Nice, Dave Howard. I always appreciate you. And Dave, you've probably been, I think if we looked back and said, hey, who has attended the most days of 150? You would definitely be in that conversation. I think Rachel would definitely be in that conversation. Who else? Touring Man would be in that conversation. But you guys that have supported me, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And you've shared it and you've gotten it out there. And so 150 down, a whole bunch more to go. We'll tackle the next 150 and go from there. Yeah, we're going to keep the foot on the gas, and keep turning toward that live 365. So we'll get there. And when we get to the end of the year, it actually will be 370 because we started 5 days early. Don't take my 5 days away from me. So, and hey, maybe we'll do some push-ups too. So, guys, have a great day. Inspire somebody on your own. Ed says, enjoy your hike. We'll be building garden beds and uncovering a pool. Love it. A great day for it. The weather's getting better every day here in Maine, and tomorrow I think is going to be fantastic. So, Ed, yeah, bonfire, yard stuff. I mean, who's got it better than us, right? All right, guys, I appreciate you. We're going to go hike. Take it easy. We'll see you tomorrow.